Hi everyone, it's David from Automotive Press. Guess what? We have some really exciting news coming from Japan in the form of the Best Car magazine, which always have the latest and the most interesting news. And their current edition that just got released today is saying that there's going to be another amazing collaboration between Mazda and Toyota, and they are going to be producing a sports car together, at least according to the latest rumor from the Best Car magazine. Is that really possible? Let's get right into it. Welcome back. As you can tell, it's still pretty cold here in Vancouver and it's winter wonderland, but it's sunny and beautiful, and what an amazing day to reveal and talk about this super exciting news, which surprised me because they said this is the biggest surprise for them as well, and that is the fact that Mazda and Toyota may be developing or co-developing a sports car together, and that it will replace the GR Supra with this particular new model, and there will also be a Mazda version to go along with the Toyota's GR Supra version. Now I know that here in Canada we say Mazda, in the US you guys say Mazda, in Japan we say Mazda, so whatever I end up saying it's probably more of a mixture of the three. But anyways, it's kind of exciting because not too often do we hear about Mazda producing a new sports car, other than the news that we have been hearing since the Japan Mobility Show. The Mazda will revive a rotary engine sports car in the form of iconic SP. That's the sports car they showed, and that appears to be still coming because they confirmed it unofficially anyway. But the Best Car magazine is saying that this particular sports coupe or sports car will be different than the iconic SP, that you'll be more of a kind of a grand touring sports car along the lines of the current GR Supra and its twin BMW Z4. But this time Toyota will actually not work with BMW and develop this next generation GR Supra with Mazda together. Why? Well, there are many reasons. Mazda and Toyota already work together on a number of different projects, including the Mazda CX-50 and Toyota Corolla Cross, which are actually two different cars but built in the same factory in Alabama in the form of Mazda Toyota Manufacturing Company. And also the newest CX-50 hybrid is using Toyota's hybrid system, so they do lots of joint projects already. And actually Toyota, for that matter, owns 5% or approximately 5% of Mazda. So there's no surprise that they'll be working on a project, but what Best Car magazine is saying that it is a big surprise that new project that they are working together appears to be a sports coupe or sports car. And one of the reasons why is that Toyota may be interested in bringing back inline 6 or 6-cylinder engine for a future GR Supra, because that was the iconic combination for the legendary Supra in the past, because they always had an inline 6, and Mazda of course have an inline 6 already, such as the one that's on this car right here, which is one of my favorite cars. It's the Mazda CX-90, and it does have an inline 6 3.3 liter turbocharged engine. So Toyota may be using that as a baseline to create the new GR Supra and then the corresponding Mazda version, because then they can use an inline 6-cylinder engine from this particular vehicle. So that could be a super exciting news, because Mazda already makes some of the best vehicles in the world in terms of the quality, in terms of engineering. I always said that Mazda has amazing world-class engineering, and if you combine that with Toyota's manufacturing capability and the overall capability, then you have two of the best companies in the world actually designing and developing a new vehicle. Now, we don't know for sure if the image shown by Best Car magazine is accurate, because this is still very much a speculation, but if it looks anything like this, it could be a very cool collaboration project between the two. Best Car magazine is predicting that it will come out in 2027, again with the inline 6-cylinder engine, turbocharged, a kind of a sports coupe style, and they're saying the Mazda might even have a 4-door sports coupe or sports sedan model as well, in addition to a 2-door version. So perhaps we will end up seeing a GR Supra from Toyota with the Mazda engine, and then we could see the corresponding or similar counterpart from Mazda, both in the 2-door and 4-door format. And then in addition to all that, Mazda still plans to introduce the rotary engine iconic SP sports car, which looks more like a future RX-7 or RX-8. And then Toyota also appears to be bringing all the other iconic legendary sports cars such as MR2 and Celica. So there's so many new cars coming out that's going to be really hard to keep up with the news, but this one is one of the more exciting ones I want to share with you today. So as you can imagine, it's going to be pretty interesting in terms of predicting the next several years, because there are so many new models that are expected to come out from Toyota/Lexus. And also because of this news, looks like even Mazda may be introducing potentially 2 sports coupes or sports type machines. So it's super excited, and I can't wait to find out a little bit more about this, especially when we go to Japan later this year in the form of Japan Mobility Show, which is what used to be Tokyo Motor Show. I'm sure we will see some potential new sports cars from Toyota. So I expect to see the Toyota MR2 there, or maybe the Celica, or both perhaps. Although recently Best Car Magazine did say that Celica and MR2 may be combined together into a single model and could be called Celica or could be called MR2. We're not quite sure about that. But if we get to see that car in Japan and also get to see this potential new model between Mazda and Toyota, that would be exciting enough. But in addition, there may be a GT3 type sports car that will come out in Lexus format. We talked about that in the past as well, and that could come out in the next couple of years. And there's more, Lexus LC 500 and RC may be combined together to form a sports car also. So it's almost endless story about Toyota sports car coming out. So that's all great news and all interesting news. But I'm more excited now because I really love Mazda brand in terms of quality, in terms of engineering. I really think they make amazing product like this one, which is Mazda CX-90, perhaps one of the best vehicles out there, and it's just so well built. So I really enjoy sharing news about Mazda as well these days because of that, because I believe in the brand. But either way, let me bring more news to you as I find out what's going on about this sports car, but also about other sports cars that are supposed to come out. And of course, we're still trying to find out what's happening with the Mini FJ Cruiser or Mini FJ that may or may not come out at some point. And even if it does come out, it may be only for Asian and European markets, so we might not get it here in North America. But it's still very interesting news to follow up, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. And of course, there's also new RAV4 that's supposed to come out sometime this summer or later this year, and there's already been some spy photos as well as some images that leaked out of China. So lots of interesting news to come, and I'll continue to share this news with you in coming days. Keep an eye out. I'll be at Toronto Auto Show this week, and then a few other interesting events coming up. And there's so much more to talk about the future of automotive industry. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up, make some comments, and if you haven't done so yet, would you kindly subscribe as well. Until next video, I'm signing out for now. Thank you so much.